Hi everyone, Professor Cendril here. Welcome back to Fire Emblem Three Houses. Oh, so people that had no motivation are back up to half. That's cool. Okay, who to work on? That's B
This will
plus
be
in
useful.
bows. Bow prowess level 4.
There's so much left to learn.
Indeed, that's not bad.
This will be useful. This will be useful.
4 more. Let's do. And I'm going to work on... I want him to be able to use the Dusker army, but it was like, what, B?
I answered correctly. No need for praise.
But we can work on it anyway.
I appreciate your efforts.
Ingrid. Almost had.
Looks like I did it.
B plus spear.
No big deal. That was challenging.
B plus in spears. Lance
I'm
prowess
getting the
level
hang
4.
of this.
And now
Looks like I did it.
into authority. Alright, 2 more. Catherine.
Thank you for teaching me. I'm
Perfect.
always improving.
Almost C in authority. 1 more.
Thanks for your time. Thanks for your time.
It wasn't full. Whoops. Okay. You have C in authority now. Back to his father's footsteps. Continue down that route. What?
Professor?
Let's say reason of faith. What, surprised? Hey, I may be rough around the edges. That doesn't mean I can't appreciate a little magic. No, you're gonna be turn you into another cavalry. I thought about turning him into a magic user, but Ash's birthday. Tea party for Ash. Sweet
Excuse
apple
me.
blend.
Thank you very
Have some
much.
tea.
A little bitter. Huh?
Mysteries evaluate allies, your ambitions.
I
Your
see.
ambitions?
Yes.
Dinner invitation, potential training partners, being the perfect knight. Being the perfect knight. He wants to be a knight. From what we've, the books, reading the books and all
Yes.
that. Last battle, view from the bridge. Ooh, view from the bridge? Ah. Darn. That step was really loud, sorry.
Thanks for
Nice
the
tea
tea.
time.
I hope we can do this again.
It is done.
Oh, only good.
Looks like I'm getting it.
Battalion Vantage for Catherine. And next free time. You have allies who can take advanced exams. Oh good, I get one free seal. Nice. So me and Dimitri. Or I could save it for Mercedes. Tempting. Because Dimitri could become a paladin. And get however much more strength. Details. Gain 1 HP, 1 movement. Yeah, it moves 8. Oh, looks cool as a paladin. 1 strength, 1 defense, 4 resistance. Am I reading that right? 4 resistance? Yeah, 4 resistance. And he'd get terrain resistance, nullified damage from terrain. He also gets a lance fair, just giving him a straight +5 to attack when using a lance. I would turn... Hero Swordmaster... I would turn, Mercedes into a bishop. She'd gain 1 HP, 2 magic, 1 luck, 3 defense, 2 resistance. She's double the amount of uses for white magic, straight up. I love that. Heal 10 extra HP when using white magic instead of 5, and terrain resistance. I'm really down for that. I need more of these seals. People are gonna start hitting 20. Like Ash is gonna turn into a sniper. Oh, do I not? Oh, I also have to have Axe C or higher. I have to have both. Oh shoot. That was like one or the other. Some of the other classes. Well, that's a problem now, isn't it? I haven't worked on Axe at all. Oh, you gain Vantage. I already have Vantage. That stinks. Don't swap attack when using a sword. If I get to sword A, I just become a sword master, like Catherine. Well, darn. Fist fair, +5 when brawling. Oh, look at that get up. That's crazy looking. Huh. That's not fun, so I'm gonna explore. And guess work on Axe. Yep, still can't buy the seal, so well, lame. Oh, that made me sad. Lewin. Crestbearer can use Fire Quake. Weight 9, 17 might, 10 critical, 20 uses. Huh. It is a plus. Let me repair the iron sword. Devil axe. Devil axe plus Argatherum. It gives it 3 more attack power. That's it. So here's the Killer Lance into Killer Lance plus. Same thing for all the weapons. They get 1 more might, 10 more crit, and get the uses back, of course. And it goes up to 25. All in all, super good. I'm gonna forge your training lance. Repair your bow. Have the uses ready on that. That's fine, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. He could also become... he could become a dark mage. That'd be weird. He can become a mage, which I was thinking about, him using fire. But I'm gonna go Cavalier.
Huh, okay. No big deal, really.
By the way, Vantage. When foe initiates combat, this unit still attacks first if HP is less than 50. So if I'm low on HP, I get Vantage. Okay. The battalion endurance hasn't really got that low. So I'll use Vantage instead of battalion Vantage. Let's see. Sword brawling. Axe. Reason. Authority. Don't have room for it. I want the other stuff. Battalion Vantage. She got that. Okay. Covenant Smite. Pushes an adjacent ally 2 spaces away. Costs no durability. You just push away. Plus crit hit. Effective against armor. Effective against monsters. I'll get rid of Smash. It will help a unit get to maybe someplace they couldn't get before, because you can have to push them 2 spaces and then have them take their movement. Deadeye. Well, you don't need these anyway. Deadeye. Plus 6 might. 3 to 5 range. Now, the hit percentage has to be garbage on that, because he's going to be shooting from... Good lord, if he had a longbow equipped... Okay. Curve shot gives like plus 1 range, because normally you would shoot 2 and then you shoot 3. 3 to 5. You normally shoot 2, so plus 3. So 5. Plus 1 for archer, 6. Longbow, 7. Shoot 7 if it works that way. With no hit percentage. The hit percentage has to be almost nil at that point. Funny though. Oh, she has some with fist, rushing blow. Unit moves one space past the enemy. Clothesline him on the way through. Your unit moves one space back, fading blow, punching back up. Attack that attacks twice and makes it easier to dodge counterattacks. Nimble combo. Oh, that sounds cool. She's using swords. This attacks might increases based on the unit's dex. Cool. Neat. Battalions. Do this here before I forget stuff. Replenish everybody. There we go. Speaking of battalions, yep, they all take B. Units gain +5 move until the end of turn. Gives a bunch of charm, but lure. Protect resistance. Charm. Then the Dusker heavy soldiers. They all take B, so hope ya. Hope that helps. Okay. We have all these supports. So I'm going to go through all these supports. And that's going to do it for me this episode. I'm just going to let the supports play. I'm going to determine what we're going to do about this. This is not great. I could give it to Dimitri. Have him become a paladin. That's one of them. I'm going to keep one for me, and I'm trying to determine what I'm doing for the other one, because I have zero clue. It's either Dimitri, hold on for Ash for Sniper, hold on for Mercedes for Bishop, and Catherine doesn't need it. Those are the big ideas right now. And then I have to get Axe from E to D? C? To C. Ugh. From D to C. That's gonna be unfun. Until the next episode, I'm Cendril. Remember to shoot for the... Well, sorry. I'm ending the episode and I said I was going to do a thing. Well, I guess I can do the outro anyway, because like I said, I'm going to stop talking. So, remember to shoot for the stars, and take care, everyone.
You don't like to talk much, huh, Dudu?
I am not skilled in conversation.
Any particular reason?
Reason? I am only here at the monastery because this is where His Highness wishes me to be. Many here are frightened of me, disgusted by me. I grow weary of it.
That makes sense. A lot of people hate Dusker. They think all kinds of terrible things. Some of them even think you kidnap and eat people.
We sound like true monsters.
Why are you smiling? Shouldn't it make you angry?
I suppose.
If those people would just talk to you, I'm sure they'd change their minds. I'll admit that when I first got here, I found you kind of intimidating. I didn't know if it was okay to talk to you. I hesitated. But like I said before, I just wanted to get to know you. And now that I have, I'm not scared at all.
I am not very good at interesting conversation.
We can work on that. Tell me about Dusker. What was your hometown like?
Calm. More forested than Fargus. Each town had a specialty. Smithing, fishing. You would be better off reading about it in a book.
Okay, maybe you're right. But answer me one thing. You're a great cook and you learned at home. Why don't you make more Dusker-style food?
As we have established, people hate Dusker. Food by itself may be harmless, but it is better not to sow seeds of discontent.
Ah. But the cuisine of Dusker is delicious. I'd really like to try more of it.
I am pleased to hear you say so.
To-do, hey. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope I'm not bothering you. Looks like you're pretty deep in thought.
Does it?
I just wanted to stop by and ask. It was your turn to cook last night, yeah?
Yes.
Well, it was great. I was wondering if you could give me some tips. You know, teach me how to cook. I hear a girl loves a man who can cook.
Sylvain.
Yeah?
You are from Fargus. You must understand how it appears for you to spend time with one from Dusker. To be near me is to invite tedious misunderstanding.
Oh, please. I don't care who misunderstands what about me. I talk to who I want. Besides, I believe the Dusker people are innocent.
You do?
Fargus and Dusker have been friendly since, heck, forever. So why would our old friends from Dusker just up and assassinate our king? It doesn't make sense. Sure, there are probably folks from Dusker who don't like Fargus. But do I think there's enough of them to mount an attack and slaughter the king and his whole company of elite guards?
It is difficult to believe, considering the discrepancy in skill and number.
Right? At most, I can see a misguided group of people from Dusker conspiring with someone else who had plans to dethrone the king. Maybe they were even lured into participating and used as scapegoats. Regardless, it doesn't concern you or the rest of your people. A person can't be judged by the worst of their kind. Or where would any of us be? Besides, people like to talk about me anyway, so let them talk. Okay, you're making a weird face. What did I say?
I have misjudged you. I was under the impression you only cared about women.
Well, I'm glad I've cleared up that misunderstanding. But really, there's no way I'm the only person who figured all that out. There must be people who think like me and 48, including His Highness.
Agreed. But whatever the truth, we are still perceived as traitorous assassins.
Once a misunderstanding takes hold, it isn't easy to clear the air. Not without solid evidence of the truth. But even if we found evidence that your people are innocent, those negative sentiments wouldn't disappear overnight. The only thing that can change that is time and effort. Depressing, isn't it?
Time and effort. Yes, I believe you're right.
Man, that got serious. Shouldn't we lighten things up with a nice cooking lesson?
Very well.
Do you know this legend, Ingrid? It's about the Battle of Fodlan's Throat.
Oh, yes. I know it like the hilt of my sword.
With so many valiant knights appearing in this story, I couldn't help but wonder which was your favorite. I really like this one, the one in the middle, the knight who stands in defense of the Duke.
Such a wonderful knight. One of my favorites as well.
That makes sense. He's so noble and virtuous. In fact, he kind of reminds me of you.
Thank you. You remind me of him as well. You are honest, as is he.
No, I'm nowhere near as great. Maybe someday. Maybe if we work hard together, we can both become knights as glorious as the one in this story.
Together, yes. Now wouldn't that be something? If only we could.
Huh?
Ash, the legends are exactly that. Legends. They're not indicative of real life. The cards we are dealt are what they are. We can work with what we have, but we can't change what's in our hand.
What's that supposed to mean?
I long to serve His Highness as a knight. The sort of knight that legends are written about. But I was born bearing a crest, and with that comes responsibility. Whether I like it or not, I am the last hope of House Galatea. I am the only one who can carry on the family bloodline and restore our lost fortune. To do that means setting aside my own dreams and ambitions.
You still have the right to pursue your dreams.
Ash, I must ask something of you.
Yes, of course. Anything.
My dream is aligned with your own. Please, for both of us, promise to see yours through.
That doesn't seem fair.
I'll never be able to see my dream through. Doing so would mean terrible misfortune for others. So, I am bound by honor not to follow through on my own dream. But I can help you achieve yours.
Come on, this isn't like you at all. Please, don't smile when your eyes are so sad.
Ingrid? What's the matter, Annette? You look upset.
I'm just so sorry. I had no idea.
I'm not sure I follow. Take a breath. What's going on?
Well, I was really curious about why you're not interested in things like makeup. So I asked some of our friends about it, and...
Oh, I see. I imagine they mentioned that my family was fairly poor, and they probably also mentioned that I lost my fiancé. Correct?
They did. I'm so sorry. It was thoughtless of me to try pushing those things on you.
It's perfectly fine, Annette. It's true, my family struggled financially. It wasn't easy growing up, but it taught me values I wouldn't have learned otherwise. And we weren't so poor that I consider myself deprived. I'm sure my family would have bought me makeup if I had wanted it. But it never mattered enough to me. Not then, and not now.
Oh, so you just never sought that stuff out?
Never. While I acknowledge it can be fun, fussing over my outward appearance isn't an instinct of mine. When I was younger, I'd usually be found covered in dirt, bugs in my hair, and a big smile on my face. Things haven't changed too much since. Then, when my fiancé passed on, my priorities shifted even further. It reminded me of what's most important in life. Beyond that, it's hard to think of myself changing without him around to see it, even if it's something trivial like how I present myself. But talking to you has helped me realize it's okay to loosen up and enjoy those things if I want. So, thank you.
Me? Oh, I didn't do anything at all. Except pester.
More importantly, do you notice anything different about me today?
Yes. It's very subtle, but I could tell right away that you were using that makeup I gave you.
You could? Ah, that makes me happy. I was trying to apply it just how you showed me.
You did great, and it really suits you.
I think there's a lot I can learn from you, Annette. You've helped me embrace a lighter side of life I quite like.
It's my pleasure. Ooh, this is so great. Want to go shopping to celebrate?
Shopping? But what would we buy? That sounds so overwhelming.
There's a dress I've been eyeing for a while now. I'm certain it will complement your pretty eyes. Just leave it to me, Ingrid. I'll make you the most fabulous knight this world has ever seen.
Well, that does sound fun. I look forward to it.